Stop recording button.
Well, hello there. I've just noticed that I haven't really done a review of episode 2 and episode 3 of Stephen Moffat and Mark Gates's Dracula. Well, what can I say? They were just absolutely stunning from start to finish. Episode 2 was like a really tight siege drama. He's on the Demetria. Dracula is basically picking off everybody he's actually plucked out as a taster test for getting to England. And we meet various characters. We have these beautiful scenes when somebody he's stalked in England many years before, dances with him. It just feels very tight as he sort of picks off one by one of each member of the crew, basically, till we eventually find out that he has the nun Van Helsing with him. She's in this mysterious cabin number 9. The whole thing was going on for the whole hour and a half. Well, the pace is fantastic. You don't feel like it's an hour and a half episode, basically. And by the end of it, she manages to set him on fire. He goes into the water. And then we have a bit of timey-wimey, typical Stephen Moffat idea of the fact that when he wakes up, it's 130 years later and he's in Whitby in our time. And that's how the episode finishes. We're a modern Ada Van Helsing meeting him there. We then go to the modern episode, which is episode 3. It's all set in England now, in Whitby, and you meet Lucy, who is basically an it girl. She's likes being tweeted, she likes having Instagram, she likes all that sort of bits, and she thinks she's beautiful, but she's completely vain, basically. She loves the light and is being eaten alive by Dracula for the whole episode, basically, which is fantastically shot, and there's some great light and there's some great guitarsiness throughout the whole of this. And listen to the rather excellent Obsessed with Dracula BBC Sounds podcast, and you find out so much about how many contortionists are used for the whole of this. There's a great scene, episode 1, I think I mentioned, where Dracula comes out of a wolf, and apparently that's 4 different contortionists, apparently. So it's beautifully shot, it's beautifully done. So there's a really disgusting, one of the worst special effects, and it's quite cringeworthy. But basically, if you don't like horror, you're not going to like this. That Lucy gets cremated, but she isn't cremated, so half her body like it's being deep fried, basically. It looks absolutely disgusting. I was having problems with it, to be honest. But it is a really good special effect, and there is a fabulous sort of love staking at the end where Jack actually does stake Lucy and turns to dust. It's beautifully shot. There's a very interesting outlook at the end, because it sort of finishes with Dracula killing himself because he looks into the sunlight. But I reckon there's a room there for a second series. Well, I hope there is, because Dracula can come back from death in any way. So yeah, overall fabulous series, really good 3 episodes. I wanted more from start to finish, though it is very gruesome. It's very Hammer horror. It has all the tip marks of great horror. And even in episode 3, a nice cameo from Mark Gatiss playing Renford the lawyer, and he's quite nasty and disgusting. So if you like Dracula, I think you're going to really enjoy this, even with the modern twist at episode 3. So give it a watch. It's all on BBC iPlayer now, and I think it's going to be on Netflix in English. They paid for half of it soon in 4K, because as you know, BBC aren't showing anything in 4K yet, but it was definitely shot in 4K because it was half monetized by Netflix, which is always a good thing. So if it gets there, enjoy.